Good morning. Welcome to this morning service. I'm Kurashige. I will be your chairperson this morning. We'll begin this morning's service with tolling of the Kansho, followed by the chanting of Juseige. We'll continue this morning's service with the golden chain, which is on page 6 of the brown service book. I am a link in Amita's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amita's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Our Gatha this morning is I Love the Story, which is on page 46 of the brown service book. Please stand. Reverend Kory will now lead us in the reading of San Kiamon and the Three Treasures.
San Kiamon. Injin Kukugatashi Imatsuri Kuku. 仏法聞きたし、今すぐに聞く。おのに根性に向かってとせずんば、さりいずれの章に向かってかこの明道線。大衆もろともに、指針に、参謀に、消えし、立てまつるべし。水から仏に、消えし、立てまつる。まさに願わくは人と共に誰を体現して無常に起こさん自ら法に消し立てまつるまさに願わくは人と共に深く共造に一定しやきのごとくな自らそうに消し立てまつるまさに願わくは人と共に大衆を通りして一切無限な無常人人世の方は約千万号にもあよことくたし 我ら今検問地に従事することへたり、願わくは如来の真実義を下し立て祭らん。The three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is it that we shall be free from suffering, sorrow, in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I put my faith in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of thy way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves thy supreme will. I put my faith in Dharma. May we all together be submerged to the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I put my faith in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord and thy life of harmony, in the spirit of universal family, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of cults, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Gatha's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Namo Amida Butsu.
Please be seated. We will now have our Dharma message by Reverend Kory.
Kansho. I established the vows and excelled, and reached the highest path bodhi. Were these vows unfulfilled, I would never attain enlightenment. I will be the great provider throughout innumerable kalpas. Should I fail to save all in need, I would never attain enlightenment. Upon my attaining enlightenment, if my name were not heard anywhere in the 10 quarters of the universe, I would never attain enlightenment. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to this morning's service. I hope you all had a nice family holiday season, and welcome back. Well, actually, most of you have been here a lot. It's always a weird time, right? Because it's so close to New Year's, and you came for New Year's, it's like you feel like you're just here, especially for the ones that are here on the 30th too. You hear it, like, and don't just count that. Like next Sunday is Home service. But then, was it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is our Chancho services. So we'll have 6:30 service, and then we'll have our Sunday, the 18th service, which is normal, I think. And then the week after that is Shinenkai already. So we have lots of great things going on, at least for services. This passage that I read is from what we just chanted, the Juseige. Okay? It's the 3 vows that Amida Buddha made for each and every one of us. Let's think about it more deeply though. I mean, well, not too deep, I guess the kids are still, or the kids going next door. I don't know. You guys are in and out, I don't know where you guys go home. Hi Ellis, good morning, by the way. Yeah, how was it doing Setaku, by the way? Different?
I'm not sure when exactly.
It's okay. You know what? I realized I should have just asked one person. It's harder to do 3 at one time. But you know, I even thought about that. I said, you know, understanding these vows, these 3 sacred vows is very important because we talk about how Amida Buddha made the primal vow that saves all sentient beings. That's why it's the second vow. The second part is you save all in need. In some translations, it says that save the poor and the needy. But it says we save all sentient beings, saves everyone. And then the third part, the third verse is for everyone to hear the name of the Buddha. If we wake up in the morning and we're grateful for all of the gifts that we have already received to make us who we are, and say, you know, this has changed my life. Or I don't have to worry about whether in some religions like I'm going to go to heaven or go wherever, because I'm already going to go to the best place possible. That's traditional relationship, right? You're gonna go to Buddhist Pure Land because we rely on this path, and then we'll instantly become Buddhas and everything will be taken care of. Then, no matter how you do it, it's like I realized it was like doing Setaku with 3 people. You can't necessarily communicate with your mouths, maybe with your eyes, but you're communicating with your ears and your heart. You know, we talked about how Amida Buddha's efforts penetrate us deeply, show us our true selves, and then change who we are on the inside. Our heart becomes the Buddha's heart, which translates to trying to help other people to realize this Nenbutsu path. Even if it's just saying, Namu Amida Butsu. The kids did they did great doing Nenbutsu, by the way. I really appreciate it. Was that you, Ellis? When we said, I really heard someone say, Namu Amida Butsu. That was Aya. Wow, see? That was great. Because the way we say it, and it comes out so naturally, it changes how we feel too. You know, I've been thinking, for this New Year's service, I shared with some people, and with Dharma School this morning, I shared if you look up the traits of the horse for the new year, some will give you 3 traits of confident, agreeable, and responsible. Confident, agreeable, and responsible. To me, when I think of that in Nenbutsu, yes, we have to be confident on who we are as Nenbutsu followers, even if we don't understand, right? Just being able to comfortably say Namu Amida Butsu is important. Or confidently come to the temple and say, this is a safe place where everyone is equal. Because no one is enlightened. That's important. Being agreeable, to me, is understanding other people and having compassion for the differences. Right? We have to listen a little bit more. We have to try to understand a little bit more, and then move forward together. Now, the hard one is responsible. Am I really responsible for my actions? Of course you are. Even if you do something unagreeable, we are responsible for them. We have to accept what we've done.
And then even in that case, if you find yourself lacking, that's where Nembutsu means even more. Oh my goodness, I'm so far from enlightenment and now house. So after we understand this, that we're all in the same boat, what next? What next? And I said, don't be surprised if I put a banner up in the downstairs. It's not going to say Namo Amidao, right? It's going to say, welcome home. Welcome home. One, for the people to remind us to welcome everyone and say the words welcome home. And number two, when people come in, it's like coming into the hondo or coming into the temple or coming onto the temple grounds. It'll change their mindsets to be more open, to know they're accepted. Right? Many of us were taught that when you come into the hondo, or this is supposed to be the pure land on here right now, and a visualization. And when we enter the hondo and we bow and we take our first step inside, our mind is supposed to change. So we step in with our left foot. And as we've changed and we leave the temple or finish the sutra chanting and all these things, we step out with our right foot saying, we've been purified. Now, of course, that doesn't stay, the purification doesn't stay forever. But it does change us. It does change us. And so the more we share this welcome home feeling to those that come into the temple, they'll feel it too. Hopefully we're sincere about it, right? But they'll really feel it. And I said, this is not my idea. This actually worked on me very well, and I think my own family. And it wasn't at the temples. It's actually a marketing scheme, but it works. So if you actually go to the hotels at Disneyland and you go to the certain towers, that's multiple. You get it like 3 or 4 times as you walk to your room. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. And then after multiple times of doing it, of going there, or years of going there, you go, yeah, I feel so comfortable. Maybe it turns into Nembutsu here at the temple, for those people that don't understand. But I truly believe when you talk to people that have come for multiple obons over the years, or multiple occasions, they'll say, I remember the old minister that used to be here, he was so kind and friendly. I remember coming here to do activities, and the people were so wonderful and friendly or warm. We have to take the first steps and take responsibility for being these Jodo Shinshu Buddhists. The temple grows because they see how the community is. So as this new year of the horse, and it said the 3 traits of the horse: confident, agreeable, and responsible. Let's all take that on. Let's all look to the future. Let's all look to our community, our friends, our family, and our youths. By doing that, we create relationships. We can bring them in here and truly change their lives to not only show a human way of life, but more of a Buddha way of life. And as I said, when you did Sataku with 3 people, you actually, towards the end, did everyone notice they were starting to sync up? You were, right? I mean, there were a couple times where you were dead on, and it's hard. Because, again, this is the first time, and that chant is the shortest one we do. We're not even supposed to use Setaku for Juseige or Sanbutsuge. But then when would we use it? Only New Year's Eve. You have to create openings for people to take part, to experience, not just mentally, but physically, emotionally, and socially. All of these can be changed from one individual to another just by putting our hands together and saying 6 syllables or 3 words. Even though we might not understand, they might not understand the deeper meaning, they'll feel it. And as I said, your hearts, your minds, and actions sync to the same way. So if you chant more Juseige and understand those things, then our heart, the Buddha's heart, becomes our heart. Our Buddha's vow to save everyone becomes our vow to save everyone and all sentient beings, but not through our power, through the light of Benediction. So with that, if you please join me, Kansho, as we think about the confidence, the agreeability, and the responsibility of us as Jodo Shinshu Buddhists and Nebutsu teaching. I established the vow unexcelled and reached the highest path toward thee. Were these vows unfulfilled, I would never attain enlightenment. I will be the greater provider throughout innumerable kalpas. Should I fail to save all in need, I would never attain enlightenment. Upon my attaining enlightenment, if my name were not heard anywhere in the 10 quarters of the universe, I would never attain enlightenment. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Again, welcome home, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful New Year, Christmas and New Year's, and wonderful time with your family. Again, thank you for coming today.
Thank you, Sensei, for your message. Reverend Kory will now lead us in the reading of Roku Paramitas and the 6 Paramitas, which are on pages 4 and 5 of the Brown Service Book. Please stand.
Roku Paramitas 御仏様の御心に立ち返らさせていただいて、一つ今日にす清らかな花と温かい情け、つつましやかな対応で暮らしましょう。一つ今日にす藁を立てますまい。一つ今日にす不平不足嘘を押しますまい。一つ今日にす私の仕事に全身全力を挙げて尽くさせていただきましょう。一つ今日にす夜昼すでに私を守らせと一日のものを喜ばさせていただきましょう。一つ今日にす南無阿弥陀仏を唱えさせていただきましょう。6 Paramitas, turning our thoughts to the Buddha. Let us throughout the day live with clear eyes, warm hearts, and humble attitude. Let us throughout the day not become angry. Let us throughout the day not utter words of discontent, dissatisfaction, and untruth. Let us throughout the day do our daily work with all our power. Let us throughout the day rejoice
compassionate Buddha, who is constantly watching over us day and night. Let us throughout the day repeat the holy name, Namo Amida Butsu. Promise. The Buddha is our eternal Father and Mother. The Buddha always keeps watch over us. We promise to listen to the teachings of the Buddha and perfect ourselves by following the Buddha's ideals. Namo Amida Butsu.
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 Please be seated. At this time, I call forward Vicky Tokirio. She will install the BWA officers for this year.
Well, thank you for coming to observe our BWA installation for 2026-2027. Our officers for this coming year is Margo Oku, co-president. We have recording secretaries Barbara Fukuji and Phil Hayashibara. We have corresponding secretary, also Phyllis Hayashibara. And our treasurers this year will be Benediction, Kurashige, and Kansho. Oh, and I'm Vicky Tokirio, co-president.
When you got don't stick your head. That's the hardest part. And if you want to even out too, that's okay. It's best to stay in the middle, please.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you. You, the newly elected officers of the 2026. No.
Yeah.
2 years. So we don't have to do this next year. We should do it every year though.
We should do it.
Yeah, I mean, rededication. It's like Girl Scouts. So should I say the 2 years or just the one? 2 year? Okay, then this next year we'll just cut it to 227 or 2027. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Okay, 2026, 2027, Venice Hongaji Buddhist Temple, Buddhist Women's Association. In accepting the office, take upon yourself certain responsibilities towards your Sangha and your community. Are you ready to sacrifice some of your personal desires for the common good? Are you determined to do your part during your term in office in spreading the ideals of Buddhism by living a life of appreciation and gratitude, also realizing the ideals of the oneness of all life? Will you do these with all your might, without fear and favor, irrespective of class, color, and creed, and thereby help lay the foundation stones which the future generations may build a universal Buddhist Sangha, through which the teachings of the Buddha shall shine forevermore? If you are willing to take these responsibilities upon your shoulders, please repeat the following affirmation. I take office
I take office
in the Venice Hongaji Buddhist Temple BWA,
in the Venice Hongaji Buddhist Temple BWA,
realizing my responsibilities
realizing my responsibilities
and determined to do all in my power,
and determined to do all in my power
to remember at all times
to remember at all times
the teaching of the Buddha.
the teaching of the Buddha.
Thank you. Kansho. Namo Amida Butsu.
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 Please turn around. I now present to you the 2026-2027 Venice Honganji Buddhist Temple Buddhist Women's Association Cabinet.
Are there any announcements?
Yes.
Hi, good morning. Happy New Year. We're going to have a temple cleanup on Saturday, January 10th. We're asking everyone to come out. I know we said 2 people from each organization, remember, but if everybody could come out, that would be very helpful. We have a lot of projects, and there's a sign up genius if you want to look at the types of jobs available, and it's in. The link is in the happenings. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
What time, Joy?
Oh, the time is 8 to 10, and there's 2 shifts, or 10 to 12.
Thank you.
Good morning. There is still time to get in on the fireworks spectacular at the Hollywood Bowl on July 3rd. Just taking a head count by, say, like next week. If you're interested in going, please let me know. The performers will be the Beach Boys, and Reverend Kory's father, Lonnie Quon, is arranging group sales for our temple, Nishi, and Rick. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's better for the third.
Morning. A couple of announcements. This is coming up, just a pre-announcement, is that Sonic Foods are going to be selling their 7-layer dip for this big game, Super Bowl game. So be on the lookout for that. Next week is the deadline to sign up for the Web Pacific seminar for this AI Joe Shinshu, and that will be at Ishii. The actual seminar is on the 31st, January 31st. We still have mochi available for sale downstairs if you want mochi. Announcement for Project Bongo, so if you haven't entered, you can still enter. You can find it in the email or there's forms downstairs. And I think that's it. Thank you. One more thing, if you'd like to attend, please see Julia Buddha for the Winter Pacific seminar.
If anyone's wondering, last count that I've heard so far already for Beach Boys is 40. So, yeah, I think that might just be half of my family. Let's see. Next Sunday, I mentioned as our Hongo service. Hongo service. If you need a date, January 11th, 10 o'clock. The speaker will be Reverend George. So please share that with your friends and family if they'd like to come and hear Sensei. He is 88, so you know, just leave it at that, I guess. Please tell your friends and family too about next Saturday, January 10th for the temple cleanup. You know, we can always just welcome them home and hand them a broom or something too. But yeah, this temple really hasn't, like the windows and stuff, unless someone's been doing it without me knowing, we haven't done it since before COVID. So we need some love and care. But it's been holding up pretty well, to be honest, with that in mind. And then February 7th, which it seems like a far away, but I wanted to make sure, is the BWA Memorial. This isn't close to anyone outside of BWA, right? Because we read their mom's names, but we haven't really shared it with those, I guess, family members of past BWA members before. The guest speaker will be Reverend Ellen Crane from OCBC. And then on the next day, February 8th, if you know any scouts or past scouts or people that just like to put on the uniform, no, don't bring them, don't invite, you can invite them if you want. But February 8th is Scout Sunday. And I believe it's a big anniversary. I'm not really sure which one, but it's the actual anniversary observance date, February 8th. So please share that with your family members and friends too, if they would like to come and take part in or come for Scout Sunday. Reverend Crane will also be speaking that day as well. That'll take us into February, which we have a lot more other things going on, such as the next week after that is our BCA Tai Kill service. So we won't have service here at the temple on February 15th. If you have a date night before, you can stay home and watch YouTube, because the BCA usually televises the Tai Kill service. This year's Tai Kill service or National Council meetings will be in Bellevue, Seattle. So we'll be up there for that service, but it will be on YouTube. The week after that, I believe, is a Dharma School Kids Club. And then the week after that is the Pig Out. We're going to Pig Out. Tentatively, or is that for sure, Mr. Jones?
That's cast in concrete, February 28th.
See, there you go. That's why it comes up fast. It comes up fast, and I want to make sure everyone knows. We're a busy temple. I forgot that memorial's on actually February 22nd as well. So if you want to have a memorial service for your past loved one, I can't even say four-legged, feathered or furry, you can, and scaly, please come and you could add their names too. I didn't miss any demographic in those, did I? But yeah, Pet Memorial's on February 22nd, and that'll take us into March. But again, thank you very much, and Happy New Year again. Okay.
Dharma School would like to honor our birthday.
Maybe they can hear me. We're doing a birthday right now, and is anyone's birthday in January? Maybe downstairs or in another room? Can you hear me? Oh, so I heard a name. Come on up if you can hear me. Are they downstairs or in the playroom?
Oh, I hear steps.
Yeah. Yay! So, yeah, Aya, and then, yeah. Mr. Ron is so good, he's got it now where it pumps through the kitchen everywhere downstairs. And when's your birthday?
January 24th.
January 24th. Okay, and how old are you going to be on January 24th? 7 years old. Lucky 7. Okay, so here you go. Happy birthday. A coming birthday. Okay, and then why don't we go to the middle and then we're going to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aya. Happy birthday to you.
We will conclude this morning with the Gatha farewell and the reading of the Benediction. Farewell is on page 37 of the Brown service.
Our school is over for another day. Let us gather round the shrine, bow our heads and sing. Thank you, teacher, for your help. Thank you, everyone. Buddha's love will keep us safe till our work is done. So we'll meet again next week. Won't you take good care? Let us try to do what's right, always kind and fair. We shall spread the happiness faith in Buddha brings. Now it's time to say goodbye till we meet again. Namu Amida Butsu, sing this fine refrain. Namu Amida Butsu, sunny day or rain. Namu Amida Butsu, strong in faith remain. Namu Amida Butsu, till we meet again.
We surround all people and all forms of life with infinite love and compassion. Particularly do we send forth loving thoughts to those in suffering and sorrow, to all those in doubt and ignorance, and to those whose feet are standing close to the great change we call death. We send forth oceans of wisdom, mercy, and love. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namu Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namu Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namu Amida Butsu.
Thank you for attending this morning's service. You're welcome to stay for study class led by Richard Modiano. Refreshments will be served downstairs.
Please join me in God. Namu Amida.
Namu Amida Butsu.
Namu Amida.
Namu Amida Butsu.
Namu.
Namu Amida Butsu.
One critical point in Sensei's Dharma talk this morning was he mentioned that we are all equal because we are unenlightened. And this is a particular characteristic of Shin Buddhism. In other words, our school of Buddhism does not have a spiritual hierarchy. Ministers, and the minister's assistant for that matter, we are equal to you spiritually. We are not enlightened, we are not closer to enlightenment than anybody else. In this respect, this is different from other schools of Buddhism. For example, in Zen, you have a Roshi, which means a respected teacher. In English, often referred to as the Zen master. The Roshi is somebody who is regarded as someone who's had tremendous spiritual accomplishment. They've experienced something called Kansho, which after many years of meditation, they have this particular breakthrough. From our point of view, from their point of view, at least some Zen practitioners believe that's enlightenment. But from the point of view of Jodo Shinshu, that's not enlightenment. Enlightenment is, as described in the earliest canonical literature, of the Buddha's enlightenment. That is the enlightenment that we will receive in the pure amount. The Buddha was enlightened 24/7, not for a brief instant, like in the Zen sense. And when the Buddha was enlightened, he saw the operation of karma, he saw all of his past lives, Wherever he looked, he saw emptiness and all of the other Buddhist concepts that we've heard about. And that was his permanent state. That's not a permanent state for people living in the present time. And this is no disrespect meant to Zen Buddhism or the Roshis themselves, but that temporary fugitive experience is not enlightenment. And we are all spiritually equal. I mean, I would say that we are spiritually equal with any Zen practitioner who's done years and years of meditation. And interestingly enough, the Dalai Lama, who's regarded as an advanced spiritual being, has said time and again, although his followers don't really absorb that, he said, I am just a simple monk. I'm nobody special. I inherited this title and I'm just a simple monk. So in that respect, he's completely honest, and we can almost say he's an honorary Shin Buddhist to the extent that he recognizes that he himself is not spiritually advanced over anybody else. What distinguishes a minister in Jodo Shinshu from the rest of us is that they have gone to the trouble of studying all of the Buddhist texts regarding that are pertinent to Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. They've learned how to conduct services, they've learned how to perform funerals, weddings, and all of the other ritual activities that are part of Shin Buddhism. And that is all. So that's basically a specialist. They become a specialist in Shin Buddhism. Now, ministers make a certain sacrifice when they do this. Back in previous times, back in the 1950s and earlier, to be a Jodo Shinshu minister, you weren't paid, you didn't get really a salary. You got a minor stipend. So for example, a Shin minister 50 years ago would have a day job. They would go to work at some day job in an office or even driving a truck, which some Shin ministers did. They were truck drivers. And then they would come back and they would do all of the things that were necessary to maintain a temple. So times have changed, and ministers are now paid for their services, which I think is entirely just. And part of the reason for this is Jodo Shinshu in the United States is not a wealthy, endowed religion, unlike certain other schools. For example, the Roman Catholic Church is extremely wealthy. The Anglican Church is extremely wealthy. The Lutheran Church is extremely wealthy because they have a long history going back to the formation of the United States, and there were endowments made and so on and so forth. And Shin Buddhism was not introduced to the United States until the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century. So we haven't been here that long. So that's, we are sort of the people's Buddhism. And for that reason, this is, I think, the most friendly and accessible type of Buddhism in the United States. It does not place all kinds of demands on you. You do not have to observe any dietary laws or rules of that sort. And you do not have to show up at temple even. You're not going to be punished for anything that you do wrong. You're not going to be held in lesser esteem. The whole point of coming to the temple on Sunday is you want to be there, not because you were obliged to be there. And the people that don't come to temple, that are Shin Buddhists, that's fine. The people that do, we're not superior to them. I'm not certainly, as a minister's assistant, superior to anybody else. The reason that I became a minister's assistant is because I happen to really enjoy immersing myself in Shin Buddhism. I'm much too old to try and become a minister, and I probably wouldn't have wanted to do it when I had a chance to anyway. So, this is fine for me, and I enjoy coming to the temple and assisting Reverend Quon. It's fun. So it may not be fun for anybody else, but so what? That doesn't make me better or be worse. we are all spiritual equals here at the temple. Nobody is better than anybody else. And that was my takeaway from Sensei's Dharma talk, which, by the way, I think all of Reverend Quon's Dharma talks were extremely rich, and you can pick up any thread, and I decided to pick up this one. So, any questions about that? I will thank you for coming, and we will close with Russia. No amigos. No amigos. No amigos.